We've all heard women on the red carpet gush about their clothing designers. But lately, men have begun to flash their feathers, and in the high-profile world of celebrity fashion, one man has emerged as Hollywood's go-to guy for masculine threads, fashion designer and wardrobe consultant Woody Wilson. Lately, he's been busy designing outfits for the cast of Ocean's 13.
You'll be dead.
In this case, Ocean's 13, we flew out to Vegas for a couple of days, and we sat around actually waiting for a few days for Brad and Bernie and some of the other guys to arrive. So, you know, that was really interesting. That's the first time I've actually been taken out to another location. You know, we travel around and go see clients all over the world, but to have a studio actually put you up in a hotel and be there hands-on to do fittings was pretty interesting. It was a lot of fun, you know, especially being in Las Vegas.
Originally, Wilson, a Maryland native, came to the West to climb the corporate ladder. But instead of the 9-to-5 grind, he got caught up in the California dream machine and has never looked back.
You know, I grew up on the East Coast, so it was like all about going to college, climbing the corporate ladder, joining corporate America, that type of thing. So I had a couple of transfers around the country. I came out to California, and I met a guy who was a fashion designer back in the early 90s. And I approached him. I said, you know, I really like to get involved and figure this all out. And he says, you know what, come with me on a trip. We're going to Las Vegas. They were currently dressing Mike Tyson back in the heyday and Don King and those guys. And we had an outstanding, you know, just laying down the swatches and taking measurements and dressing all of these guys with just, I knew it then. The light went off in my head and said, this is it. This is what I want to do.
You can match up white shirts, lighter shirts, creams.
When you know that this is what you're meant to do, you're not working any longer after that. It's fun. It's all fun.
Recently, Woody revealed his fall collection and celebrated his 10th anniversary of making men the cock of the walk on the red carpet.
He's my go-to guy. Whenever I have a special event, I need a special suit, he's the guy I go to. If I need something sort of dull and plainish, I won't go to him. I'll go to the outlet store. When I go into something very special and fabulous, I go check him out. He's been great, and he's really cool, and we've actually developed a nice little friendship as well.
The man behind the suits, you know, I mean, his spirit's great, and I like that, you know, and so with somebody with a great purpose coming out and doing something like this, he puts the great suits together. It's obviously his gift, so I mean, I'm happy to support. I'm not going to be like these stallion dudes, these tall dudes that you see around. I'm like, God, you know what I mean? But I hold my own, you know what I mean? I hold my own. I'm going to get out there and show them some style they never seen. You know, they make Terrence Howard a rapper in Hustle and Flow, so they're going to make me a model today.
As his list of clients shows, Woody has pulled off a rare feat, making Hollywood's more manly men look fashionable.
Jay Leno, Jimmy Kimmel, Bernie Mac, you know, we do Fox Sports, Howie Long, JB and those guys, Terry Bradshaw, a lot of NFL, NBA guys, Keyshawn Johnson, Nate McMillan, the list goes on and on. We've, Chuck and Larry just came out. We did some tuxedos and some fireman outfits were very challenging.
For the record, every time I laughed at one of your jokes, I was faking it.
We also have done several television shows. We've done King of Queens and Bernie Mac show, Steve Harvey show. We're working on a show called Pushing Daisies right now with Shai McBride.
So for those men who don't have wives to dress them, Woody leaves us with this advice.
You can't be afraid of experimenting with new things, new color, new styles, you know, stripes, patterns. Don't be afraid to kind of jump right in. Having style and creating your own style, there's no ABCs in terms of matching, but you want to be careful in terms of what you're experimenting with. You don't want too many colors. You have to wear the clothes, don't let the clothes wear you. Yeah, you can put a guy in a suit, and if he's hunched over and kind of slouching, he's not going to look good in the suit. But if you're standing up proud and you look good and you know you look good and you own it, then that's when you look fantastic.